Okay, so this week I've decided to do something a bit different, and we've done a bit of a timeline on where we need to be by the end of this month. Because the first month of this room is a lot of it is preparation and a lot of big jobs. So like the walls that we did last week, the mortaring we're doing this week, the floor, prepping all the floor, levelling the floor, which takes a very long time. So I thought I'd do a timeline of where we need to be in the first month of doing this room. Oh. No, it won't go in. We've got a bit of tape. Yeah, got a bit of tape. So last week we got on really well. Got all our jobs done, got a good start on it, even though we had a couple of days, or I had a couple of days up the farm, Ted had one day up the farm. This week, Ted is up the farm 3 days because he's got some paid work up the farm, fitting a couple of bathrooms. So we might actually pop up there and see how they're getting on later. But so week 1 did really well. Week 2, I need to rake all the wall out, water the wall, all of the back wall because that's the biggest wall. Ted needs to prep the bathroom floor and level all the bathroom floor, which is going to be a big job because he doesn't really know what he's going to do with it. We need to clad the balon cupboard, and I would like to start removing all the plaster from the other side, the fireplace wall, so I can get that ready as well. That's a lot of work. There's a lot of cement to be mixed in for the bathroom floor, a lot of limestone mortar to be done for the other wall. But we need to be there by the end of this week. Week 3 will then be putting all the stud walls up, treating the ceilings, mortar the other walls, and well, preparing the other walls and mortaring the other walls. Tape and jointing, tanking the bathroom. Week 4 will be the floor. Trying to fathom out what we're going to do with this main floor. Connect all the plumbing. Lee's going to have to come back in and do the rest of the wiring for lights and plug sockets and things. Finish all the mortar, so where Lee comes in, puts the light fixings in for the wall lights that I need to then go back and mortar the areas over the top of it and install the bathroom. We need to be there in, well, we've got 3 more weeks now, so this week and 2 more weeks. It's a lot of work to get done, but I thought if we put them up here, we can really then see each week how we're getting on with it. So, yeah, going to get started. Ted's up in the balance. We'll go up and see him in a little while. I'm going to get started on the wall, raking the wall out. Let's go! Week 2, apartment 3. So what I'm doing today is cleaning out all the cracks. So now I've got all the plaster off. As you can see, it still looks a little bit of a mess. So I need to clean all of this stone because it's had plaster and old mortar on it. The stones are very dirty. So I need to clean the front face of the stones up, but I also need to clean out the crevices so that when I do the pointing, it's got a large area to embed into. So that's what I'm doing today. And also I want a couple of wall lights, but I want to embed the wire into the wall. So I've started over here. Now this white wire isn't the wire that's going in. It's actually going to be a lot thicker than that, but I'm just using the white wire to make sure I know where my route is. So I've had to sort of dig out a much larger channel, and in some areas I've had to actually take the stone out. Obviously the wire will go in and then lime mortar will go in over the top. So I've got a little bit further to go, but you'll see up here where I've got my bit of blue tape, that's where I want it to get to. So I'm here at the moment and I've still got a little way to go up to there. So yeah, we'll crack on with that. I'm using the SDS for this, just very gently because you don't want to disturb the stone as much as possible. So using it gently, but I've cleaned sort of all this area out at the moment. I haven't cleaned the front facing of these stones yet, but cleaned all the in between the crevices out. A lot more to go, but hopefully I'll get this all done by the end of the day. Anyway, let's go up and see what Ted's up to this morning. I've heard a few grunts and grunts from up there, so it may be that he's not having too good a start this morning, but we may retreat rather quickly. How are you getting on, baby?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Oh, you're starting to clad the balon cupboard. So balon cupboard, balon, everything's in, and Ted is now starting to plasterboard around it to make a little room within a room. It's a pig. Looking good though, baby.
Hey?
Looking good.
Yeah.
So what are you hoping to get done today?
Well, all of this down to here. I'm not putting the bottom in because then I can put all the cables in, all these in. Do the ends on all of these, put all the fixings on the ends. Put the manifolds on each board. So they're all ready to go, and then get the door on the front. Yeah, get the door done, and then that's done, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. Cool.
Do you think you'll get that all done today?
Well, I won't until we start so late.
Okay. Let's go back downstairs, and we'll come back and see how Teddy's getting on later. So yesterday we went and had booster jabs. So it's hard to talk and walk down the spiral staircase at the same time. Yeah, we went and had a booster jabs. I mean, I had a really crappy night last night. Neither of us slept very well at all. We were aching like mad. But I feel okay this morning, just really lethargic. We did after the last vaccination, but hopefully that will only last today. But we still need to crack on. No chance for a day off here. So let's get on with the wall. Let's put you down.
Right,
how you got on, baby?
Yeah, so all the pipe work's got its ends on to connect to the manifolds. I purchased this jacket, this thermal jacket, and it didn't fit me, but it fit the balon. So that was a real. Can you believe what of a nightmare that was to me to do? Because obviously I screwed the balon to the wall, put the board on, and then realised I couldn't get the jacket on. So I take the board off again to get the balon all the way around, to get the jacket all the way around the balon. That is real belt and braces. This idea of having something up here, I don't think it'll ever freeze or whatever, but it's just belt and braces.
Yeah, that's good.
And the good thing is we utilise this area. So now the next step with this, which is, you know, is not crucial at the moment because it's crucial to get the stud downstairs, but this is going to have manifolds on it with all the pipe work going into it, which are all isolated. So any problems we get, we can isolate this balon itself, or we can isolate any water going to all the facilities downstairs
individually.
Yeah, this is going to have a door on the front of it, but
I was just going to say, I recall in the last video you saying that you was going to get the door on it.
There was a door. I bought a door.
Yeah.
And this is the thing. I never thought I'd buy a door, but I bought a door. And somebody nicked it.
Oh.
Yeah. But then they don't want it now because apparently it's too small. So it's coming back.
Who nicked it?
Well, who do you think nicked it?
The boys up the farm.
Yeah. So because they went, oh, have you got a door? Yeah, I've got a door. Yeah, did you buy a door the other day? Yeah, I bought a door. So then that's been sitting up there for a few days.
Now they've decided they don't want it.
Eh?
Now they've decided they don't want it.
Now they've decided they don't want it. So yeah, the door will go in. There's no point in doing that because this is where we're going to have our comms as well. So I'm going to put a shelf in here that will then house the Wi-Fi paraphernalia that Steve is going to run in for us. Once that's all done, I've still got to get my electrician to come and wire this up. I just thought it's pointless boxing it all in and then us having to crawl around in a tight space.
So once it's all done, you can put the door on.
Once that's all done, I've done my bit, Steve's done his bit, Lee's done his bit. We'll put the front on.
Okay, so another morning, and today's mortaring day. You've all seen me how to mortar before, so I'll just do a quick time. But yeah, time to start mortaring. I want to try and get this wall mortared in 2 days. Tomorrow I've got to go and help Mikey again up the farm, so it's today and then Saturday that I need to try and get it finished. Good morning, baby.
Hello, darling.
So that's the bathroom floor, and it looks like it's a little bit more work than what you thought it was going to be.
Yeah, unfortunately it's, you know, because I don't want it so far up in the air, and I've got to have some kind of nice fixing for the bottom plates for the walls. I've dug down a bit, but then by digging down, you realise that it's massively out of level, and it has to be level. The floor of the bathroom has to be level. So the idea is that I was chipping away, just to find some channel so I could put a bit of mortar in to give me fixings on the beams. And then I just thought, actually, it's all got to come up. And some of these are, you know, the thing is, it's been patched and patched over the years. So some of it is ancient material, some of it is modern material, some of it is concrete, some of it is lime mortar, some of it is just straight onto dirt. So I've got down to the board here. This is the board. So it may be a case of taking it all out and either shuttering lines in it to put the beams in, or concreting the whole floor. You know, it's a lot of buckets of, because we can't get it any other way up here. We can't, you know, it'd be lovely to get a cement mixer down the side there and to shoot a couple of yards in here. But I reckon what you're talking, it's got to be over a ton, probably in here.
Lots of runs up and down the staircase then.
We've got the runs, darling. We better have the run. So yeah, that would be, I'd like to be at a stage today that I could, you know, what I want to do is I want to take all these tiles up, knock it, smash it all about, get my levels, and then run in, you know, bit of plastic maybe, you know, over the top, sorry, a bit of plastic, and then put some, just start concreting over the top, so, you know, lime mortaring over the top, because that's what we got. There's no point in going out and buying anything else, because that will go off hard if we do it as a decent mix. One to one, said the stonemason. She suggested 1-to-1, so it may well be 1-to-1. We've
Okay.
got sand, we've got the thing. There's no point in spending any money out when we can do that. And then, you know, it's going to put us back at least 2 or 3 days. That's the thing. So, you know, but if I get the floor now, if I get the floor in, it may well be that we forego the day off and we do, because I'd like to, I think I can stud this in a day.
Yeah.
I can put my beams in, but it will be so much nicer if this is a decent flat bit of area. If I put all the rubbles in buckets, you take them down.
Well,
Is that okay?
why don't I put all the rubbles into buckets and you take them down?
Okay. Seems sensible. They're quite heavy.
Okay, let's go. Rubble time.
Okay.
So as you can see, I finished mortaring the wall yesterday. Really pleased with it. I've got my 2 channels, which is for the light fixtures to go into, and then I'll mortar over that when Lee's come and done that. But my next job is to do the fireplace, the wall against the fireplace, which I think might be a bit of a big job, but let's hope I get that finished today. Ted's off over the farm for the day. He's there for a few days, so hopefully I'll get all that finished by the end of this week, and next week I can start mortaring that wall. More watering. Okay, so I've done really well on this wall. I've exposed all the stone, and I've raked it all out, so it's all ready to be mortared now. So I'm really pleased with that. And I started over here on this window because I wanted the window reveal to be uncovered. And down here they had a load of cement. And now I understand why they had a load of cement, because the stone is very unstable. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that. I think I might need to rebuild another layer of wall, pack it all out, take the stones out, put them back and rebuild another layer of wall. But look at these amazing stonework on the window reveals. I love it. So the original idea, I should have got some of these ladders out of the way before I started filming this, was to plasterboard this area here. Because this is where the kitchenette is going to go. However, now that I've sort of been uncovering this stone, I really like the stone. I love the stonework. And I think I'm going to get all the plaster off of this wall and see if Ted can do the kitchen. I think it'll be fine, because the main reason for plastering this wall up to the window reveal was so that we could hide the pipework. But I'm pretty sure that we can hide the wiring in the wall like I have done on the other walls. And the water pipework, if you put there's a kitchen sink in the corner here, I'm sure Ted can just box in the pipe in there. So I need to ask him, but I'm gonna start getting that off today. And he's up at the farm, so I can reveal that wall. So when he gets back, he can see how brilliant it looks, and he'll agree with me. That's my plan anyway. So I'll crack on with that. And while I'm doing that, let's go and see how Ted's getting on with Steve up at the farm.
So we're up at the farm today. Just wanted to say quickly, thank you, Charlene, for these great hats. They're really useful. and also quite warm because it's a bit chilly, but it's a lovely day. I'm over the farm helping Michael and Hugh with a bit of refurb. First of all, I wanted to show you what we've done. So myself and Steve, apparently it's a lot of fun. We did what the job they wanted us to do was to board the other side of a staircase because it had been open to the elements and was very cold. It was nice and warm in various places, but it was cold when you went up the staircase. So is that the light that works? That's the light that works. So I'll take you up this staircase. This is a staircase to the back of the house, and here in Michael's house. And this was all open, and Steve and myself put that boarding in. Let me turn this round. I've got the staircase and you can have a look. And then we boarded all that in this morning. And that's a nice little job, and it was very, very satisfying, went in pretty well. And there's lots of insulation in there now. And then we'll just take and joint these lines, and then Michael can decorate it. And that will be his job done. What we're going to do now, so what we are trying to do at the moment is release the water from the balons in the camp house, because if you remember a while ago I said I was going to come and help them put a boarded ceiling in the camp house, but there are various elements that need to be done as well. Here's Mr. Norris here. Can we just get a quick word from Mr. Norris to say, is he happy with his ceiling being boarded in?
It took a long time, didn't it?
It took such a big job.
Maybe had you started a bit on time, it would have been better.
Oh,
it's very good.
I get this abuse all the time, but we like being up here. So yeah, so you're happy with that?
And it's excellent. It's really excellent.
And then tomorrow we will start boarding out the first of 5, count them, 5 bathrooms.
Salle de bain, yep.
Salle de bain. But it's good fun.
No, it looks good, and it's going to keep the heat in a treat. That's what's good over there, the insulation.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm pleased with that. I'm going to go and find my good friend Steve, and then me and Michael are going to go shopping for shower trays.
Shop till you drop.
Oh. So welcome one and all to the camp house at the Tuileries, and let's take you in to see what we've been doing and what Michael's been doing and Steve has been doing. So these are bathrooms. This was an existing bathroom. As you see, it is now devoid of anything that looks like a bathroom, and it has a lovely stone wall there, which Michael is raking out and will be mortaring. This paraphernalia down here is to do with air conditioning, which Lee, who you spoke about, Lee, the electrician, has put in for them, and that was the easiest way to go, because we're going to board this wall. This is going to be green boarded, and I'll take you next door to the new bathroom that we're creating. That is going to be, as you see, one board is up, first board is in. This is where the toilet's going to be, the shower's going to be in that corner, and then a basin in this thing where all this lovely yellow wood is at the moment. So that's what we've been up to. It's good working up here, it's good working for another boss, as it were. I'm going to go and take you over and see if we can get a quick chat with La Chef, who's at the moment making an awful lot of noise. He don't muck about. He can't see him because it's all dark. So let me see if I can get in there. Hello, Michael.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Hi, Lisa.
So,
where there once was a shower enclosure, there is now not a shower enclosure.
So this is the thing. You see, Michael has gone mad and decided that, right, I'm going to rip out all my bathrooms now, because I'm sick to death of,
Damp.
So this is the main reason. So you've got This is probably the smallest and maybe the worst situation. This is a little word of warning to anybody buying houses in this part of the world, that if you come across, if they're all damp, they're all damp. But so one of the reasons is that 60s, 70s, whatever it was, maybe the French, I think, discovered a miracle product called concrete. And they, to make their houses lovely and warm, they rendered everywhere in concrete over the great big stone. And as we've said many times before, that does not allow the stone to breathe. And if you've got effectively a moisture sensitive room, i.e. a bathroom, then it is going to get damp and it's going to get wet and horrible, and whatever you put on the wall will come off eventually. So Michael is going to strip all back. I'm just trying to use my front facing camera because it's always my better camera. But here where Michael is showing you, that is just damp. And that is skim coat of plaster on top of the concrete render that he is now going to smash 7 kinds of
smash it off.
And then the nice thing, one of the things, the advantages of doing this when Michael does it, is that he has a partner that has a very large tractor with a bucket on the front, and he pulls it up to the window and he chucks it out the window into the bucket, and then it goes somewhere.
It goes away.
Away. That's all you need to know, is it goes away.
No, it goes away responsibly.
Yeah. So there's lots of trips to the déchetterie for that. So when we get rid of all that sort of stuff. But yeah, so this is number 3. This is bathroom number 3. So this is part of our project, is to do bathrooms 3, 4 and 5.
Okay, time to start getting these lovely green tiles off the wall. Where does this go then? That comes down from there. They've cemented these tiles on the wall. Why would you do that? They've literally, this is cement. They've cemented them on the bloody wall. I don't believe it. That's going to be a struggle. Well, see if we can do it, but I might need tape for this. Oh, you bugger. Oh. That's going to be a real bugger. Okay, my plan may not work. I'm so annoyed. Okay, let's get off about everything else and then see where we're at. Let's see if Ted's got any solutions. Okay, so I'm beaten. The wall has beaten me. It's won. I really wanted to finish this entire wall today and I've done really well, but I've got this tiny bit left up here and I just cannot, my arms will not work anymore. My wrists are killing me and my back is killing me and I can't get the ladder to get close enough to it because there's a hole in the floor here. I'm really angry because I just wanted to finish this bloody wall. I think I'm going to have to ask Ted to do it when he, well, he won't do it tonight because it's too late now, but tomorrow morning, I think I'm going to have to ask him if he can just do that bit up there. I'm whacked. I'm going to go and get a cup of tea now. Hopefully, I'll get some mortaring done tomorrow. Tomorrow's another day. Let's go. Okay, so this morning we've got the main man back. Teddy bear. So, Mr. Muscles is going to help me get my last little bit of plaster off. Oh.
Sorry. Get that out of the way.
So yeah, it's just that corner, baby.
This here.
My arms just would not work anymore.
Okay, we'll do that first. It's really hard, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
Something, you know, you're going to have to put your acid on these stones.
Gonna have to, yeah, well, the others were like that. I can wire brush the top off, just clean it up.
Yeah.
It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah. This don't seem as good as it was.
Don't seem as good, no.
I'm wondering if it's finally decided to give up the ghost, but yeah, it just seems, yeah.
Maybe it just needs some new drill bit things.
Well, it could do, yeah. Yeah, I know Mikey bought some for him.
What have you done with the floor then? You've come up with a solution?
Well, yeah. I finally thought that, you know, I was to bite the bullet and that's the level that I wanted. It was a bit harder than I wanted, and so what I've done, I purchased some cement because the line wasn't cutting it. So we purchased some cement and I've made a really, really dry but very heavy cement mix. So these, I then created these little boxes, little shuttering boxes to pour the concrete in, so it gives me a fixing for my bottom plate. So once I get that was my biggest headache, was trying to get a fixing in the floor because the floor is non-existent. And so once that's in, I've got good fixing in the big beams, so that I'm not worried about. And then the uprights will go into either. I mean, if I do nice tight uprights, that'll push that down and they won't move. That's the biggest thing. You don't want it to be, your wall be swinging like that. So that's it, you know, that's where we are.
So you've done these boxes of cement.
So these boxes here are of solid concrete.
And that's where your fixing's going to go.
Yeah.
So the rest of the floor, how are you going to do the rest of the floor to level it?
Right, so then what I've done is I've made them bigger than I need, so I can run some lines off of here. It doesn't really matter how many I put in here.
What do you mean lines?
Of just pieces of timber. So I can, it's like they'll act as joists
Oh, right,
for
okay.
the floor. So I don't, and then what I will do is I will run that over, and to stop them moving or bouncing or anything, I will pack underneath. Just a wooden packer, so it stops the flex. I've got joist. Well, I was going to use joist hangers, but I couldn't find the littlest ones that weren't little enough. So I'm going to do that, and then so they'll be real tight in there. And that's the thing. Once everything's in, it'll all be locked together. So that the idea is that they don't move.
So that'll be next week now.
Well, so I really want to start putting some wood in now. At the end of the day, I would like to at least have this my uprights in here, my top plates in there, and maybe that wall built. Because that's just a plain wall. The other crucial point is to get this absolutely square, because I've got to do some real fiddling about up here to get a top plate, because I can't screw straight into the face at the top. So I've got to make something that comes across and goes up that I can then screw the top plate into. But obviously, we see where these lights here, I don't really want the ceiling much lower than that.
Oh, I forgot you've got to put a full ceiling in this as well, haven't you?
This has all got to be green board box.
Yeah.
And I don't think we've got enough green, and I don't think we've definitely not got enough white.
Okay. Right. Okay. Thank you for the update, baby. Crack on.
Now, chef.
Okay, so week 2, where we're at. So I've raked out the wall. I've watered the wall. You've prepped the bathroom floor. You've cladded the balon cupboard. Oh, and I've removed the plaster from the fireplace. We've done it again. Yes.
2-0.
We've done it again.
2-0.
We're on track, baby.
2-0. Look. Let's just put this on there. Look.
Manya, Neil, Lisa and Ted, 2! I can't believe we've done 2 weeks and we've
Fantastic.
done all of our jobs.
Yeah.
Okay, so next week, bathroom stud in the wall, treat the ceilings, wall to the fireplace wall, stud the main room walls, tape and joint, take the bathroom.
Never do it. Will never happen. That will never happen. They may pull back one next week.
Oh, great. Oh, it's a good week, baby.
Yeah, well done.
Mwah, mwah. Anyway, if you like it, subscribe, hit the notification button, pop over and see our Patreon page, and we'll see you all next week.
See you later.
Everyone.
Take
Bye.
care. Love to you all. Stay safe.
We would like to say a huge thank you to all of our supporters, from our patrons to our GoFundMe donors, the people that are buying us a coffee on Go Buy Me a Coffee, and you, our subscribers, each week watching the adverts for us to give us a little bit of income each month. Even if it just adds up to a bag of sand, it all helps.
Tell you I don't care, but it's a lie.
much more. Always really knew what I was looking for. Someone to share my dreams, someone